I think I can safely say that the airport is doing quite well for itself. We're sitting on almost $850,000 after a relatively big project in the last episode to go ahead and build some medium aircraft stands over here, which are also making a good amount of money, even with the ridiculous setup for people to have to go, you know, underground to get to the stands. So that's nice. That's good to know. In fact, today we've made over $250,000. So as long as that keeps going, we're basically going to be okay. Now, something that did pop up between episodes was this right here. Dangerous baggage is suspected to have been unloaded to flight CA-274, and a government security report is likely to soon follow. We seem to have a security breach somewhere in our conveyor belt system, which requires immediate investigation. Now, what's interesting about that is that we kind of don't. I mean, obviously we do, but we also kind of don't. Because as it stands right now, basically all of our baggage goes through every single grade of security that it can go through. There's not really, as far as I'm aware, anything else that we can really do. You know, it comes in, it gets scanned. If this doesn't pick up anything, then it goes to the, you know, it just goes straight through. If this picks up something, it goes to these guys. It's about as good as it's going to get. The alternative to this would be that we basically run the thing through every single type of scanner, regardless of, you know, this one finding anything, you know? So it goes, like, if this finds something, dump it. You know, if it goes through here, scan. If any of these find, dump it. If these don't find anything, this guy checks it. If he doesn't, you know, dump it. That would be a way to do it, but I don't know if that's the optimal way to do it when it comes to baggage handling. And I don't really want to touch baggage handling right now because that is something we're going to have to deal with in a little bit, because I want to go ahead and I want to build a few more medium stands because I think we can get away with it. And also, oh my God, there are so many people in the restaurant right now. I've never seen that many people in there. I don't know if they're all customers, but I've never actually seen that many people sitting in the restaurant before. That's kind of cool. But anyway, that's not going to be the focus of the day. What I want to do, like I said, I want to get a few more of these stands because they're actually relatively affordable. Now, if we have a little bit of a look, the vintage stand is $50,000. So if I go ahead and I go 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 more of them, it's going to be a good bit of money. It is definitely going to be a good bit of money. And also, I managed to fix the issue with the hangar. It turns out you have to offset the taxiway, which is a bit weird, but fair enough. It's easy enough to do. So we got that done and the hangar now works. But I think at this point, let's just go ahead and get these guys all set up and we'll get a few more planes coming in here. Now, this is where I think the airport is going to start having problems. This is where I think we're going to start seeing actual legitimate issues with the setup that we're using here. I think this is probably where the airport's going to start falling apart, but I'm kind of okay with that because I don't think it's going to fall apart enough to warrant us losing a tremendous amount of money. I think it's just going to be a case of it falls apart a bit and we fix it and get it working again. I think the biggest hurdle, honestly, will probably be security. I have seen this security area actually full on occasion, which is a little terrifying, to be completely honest. Wait, what's going on? A major power surge throughout the airport's... Whoa, I'm reading that. Throughout the airport's main power line has caused all of our sensitive IT equipment to break down. They will eventually reboot themselves once the surge is over, but in order to speed up the process, they can be repaired by a service technician. All of my IT has just broken. So the entire airport is not working now. Like all of these guys. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know how many service technicians we have. We have a decent number, but I feel like we're gonna need a few more. Let's hire you and hire you. And oh boy. Well, service technicians are hopefully gonna get the place back up and running in no time at all? Question mark. Yeah, I mean, some of these are up and running already. So check-in's working. Bag drop is coming back online. So there we go. Oh, that was easy. Oh, that didn't take long at all. Okay, now this actually is a massive number of people coming through security. This might actually fill it up a little bit. But this is what I've been seeing is enough people kind of going into security to start filling it up, and they generally get through. I don't think it delays things too much, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. And I think that's where that's gonna become the bottleneck for the airport, I think. But I'm not too stressed about it right now, because I want to focus on making it worse before I make it better, because that's the way we do things around here, I guess. Now what we'll do is we'll throw some of this flooring just in there to get that done and dusted. And what I'm thinking I want to do actually with all of this is I might actually close these stands down here and cancel the flights. So okay, can't do that right now. We're gonna do that. We're gonna cancel that flight. And we're going to do the same thing with this stand when the plane leaves, and, you know, with this one when that plane leaves as well. Because I want to get rid of the normal boarding desks. And I want to replace those with self-boarding desks, because I think that's just going to make this a little bit quicker. It's going to mean that we don't need passenger service agents coming across the entire airport to help people get onto the planes. And we can connect multiple of the self-boarding desks to a single stand, so people should be able to board a bit quicker, which is kind of good. That's kind of what we're wanting. So hopefully we can do that. Hopefully we can get it all set up and going. The bird strike emergency has been resolved with the following results. Oh yeah, we had a plane that was on fire that landed here as well. That was a thing. Is what it was. Not a, you know. It's what it is, right? It was a plane on fire, but it's been handled. Now, let's get this set as a secure zone. And I'm trying to figure out what the best way to do this would be. And I'm thinking that what I want to do is delete that room. And I want to delete this, this staff room as well. And I want to bulldoze all of this and bulldoze that. I want to bulldoze all of this and bulldoze that as well. And we're gonna slightly redo things is what we're gonna do, because I think we could probably get away with a bit of a better setup when it comes to getting people, you know, on and off the planes. I think it's gonna need a bit of a rebuild here, because what I'm thinking we do is we go into desks, we get ourselves a boarding desk, we get the self-boarding gate, and we go to about here, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll do the same up this way as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and about here as well, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I think I can probably do the same down here as well. I think we have the spacing for it. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And down here as well, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's a little weirder down this way, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that kind of works out. That's fine. Now, once people have boarded these planes, we'll go ahead and, like I said, we'll close the stands and everything's going to be okay. But while we're waiting, yeah, I'm actually going to keep the game paused while I do this. While we're waiting, I'm going to just do this as well, because my thinking is we have this kind of setup, right? So a nice big section of wall just in front of the gate, and we do the same thing right about here as well. And apparently I missed this one, which is a little bit of a pain. So let's grab the desks again. I gotta be honest, the bright red, it gets to me. It really does. The bright red secure zone. I think I've said this before with Airport CEO. It's a little bright. That's all I'm saying. It's a little bright, and it's a little harsh on the eyes from time to time, but it's whatever, I guess. Now let's get all of these chairs out of there. Let's get these guys out of there as well. Let's get these guys out of there. And then we can, like I said, we can kind of rebuild everything once the stands are closed. But I think this is going to be better for us, because what I can do is I can go ahead and put like a door, say there, or I can do sort of, you know, here and here. So people kind of, they board, they go through the door and out that way. They come in, they go through that door and out that way. I think I'd rather do the door at the end though. So a door right there and there and there. And then we do the same for, oh, not right there. The same for there and the same for the rest of them in just a minute as well. Now, let's close this stand, canceling all the flights. And then this one is very, very close to being full, I hope / I reckon. Hopefully, if everybody would just get on board the plane and if the stairs would just pull away from the thing, that'd be kind of fantastic. But it looks like, what are we at? Oh yeah, we've still got like 20 people to get on board. Okay. Well, fair enough. Interesting that they're all still arriving from the underground tunnel. I really feel like we probably do need to get some people movers down there, but we'll see. The good news is the plane is ready to go. No, not again. No, we can't close it because the plane's still in the stand and still can't do it. Still can't do it. Still can't do it. Oh no. Oh, the other plane landed. Okay. Let's take this in and see what we can do with this, this emergency thing going on. So emergency, we can go right there for it and that should be fine. Can I just get this plane to leave? Can we just dismiss the aircraft and say, you know, you just don't stop? Like, just go straight. Okay. Okay, do stop then. I do kind of enjoy that the plane just came in and left and like the people are still on it. There's something about that that's just kind of funny to me. I gotta be honest. It, like, just the idea. It's like, well, you know, welcome to Belfast City Airport. Well, hope you like what you see because you're not getting off this plane. That's great. That is absolutely fantastic. Now, let's go ahead and take this out. And let's take that out. Let's take that, that door out of there as well. All of this is already gone. And we just need to make sure that the entire thing is still set as a secure zone. Because the walls apparently don't count. And also, there's meant to be a bit of wall right there. So that'll get this all set up the way I want it to be. And then basically people are going to go through here. They're going to board. These guys are going to come in, go that way and around. And it should just keep them sort of nicely separated. Is my thinking. At least, hopefully. It's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping it just makes things a little bit neater, I guess, is kind of what we're going for. So let's do, I think this was the layout we were going for, right? Something like that. And then the same thing here. And the same thing right about there. Yeah, that looks fine. We'll get the large doors on it as well. And that will be, how many stands is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh boy. So we're more than doubling the medium aircraft that are going to be coming in every day. That's 100% going to be rough on the airport, but I'm willing to try it. So now the last thing to do before we open all of these will be to get 4 more small force, small push force pushback trucks. And we're going to need to get ourselves another few transit vehicles as well. So we're going to need 4 more stair trucks. We are going to need, let's see, another 4 small belt loader trucks. And I'm kind of thinking we go for some baggage trucks as well. And I'm thinking we go for 7 of these and we assign them. We basically unassign the baggage trucks that are currently assigned, right? So I think that'll be kind of an idea so that we can kind of renew everything we have going on over here. So we'll get these smaller baggage trucks out of here and just go for the larger ones. And I think that'll be okay. Now they're all arriving, which is lovely. I'm not going to bother assigning anything just yet until everything's here, but this is pretty much set up the way I'd want it to be. We just don't have the chairs in here yet, but that's kind of okay. Because I guess what we can do is putting the chairs at the top of this doesn't really make sense. And putting them down here, I guess, is kind of the only option we have. But is that what I want to do? I guess it kind of is. It's about all I can do is put the chairs like here. I don't think it's going to be enough chairs, but it's what we're going to do. It's going to be a little bit cramped in here, I think. Let's move those down a little bit. So we'll go there, and we're basically, we are going to create a bit of a pattern here, but I just want to get these initial sets of chairs just all placed nice and evenly. And then we could double them up like this. That actually spaces them out perfectly. So I think we will kind of double them up a little bit, and that'll give us a good bit of space for at least most of them. Obviously down at the bottom, we can't really double up, but that's just going to be the way of it, I guess. And what we can also do is go to these small ones and go 1 and 2 and maybe that. I actually kind of like that. And then here we'll just sort of double up like that, and that'll be okay. It's not exactly perfect, but it's about as good as it's going to be. And I would imagine that'll be enough seating for all of these planes. If it's not, I mean, we can easily just double up these little benches and, you know, no harm done, but we'll find out. I mean, the last thing you want going through an airport is to have to stand before getting on your flight, right? The amount of times I've gone through actually Belfast airports, and almost every time, because I'm not one of these people. I don't usually rush to get at the front of the queue. I'm naturally quite a fast walker, so I sometimes end up at the front of the queue, but I don't really rush, and more often than not, that just means that I'm not getting a seat in the by the gate before we get on the plane. And there's just something about that annoys me. I'm not 100% sure why. It just frustrates me. Especially when it ends up being like, oh, your flight's going to be delayed about 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever. So enjoy standing here for the next however long. It's never fun. It is never fun. But this is kind of cool. We have a good number of planes coming by. So let's go ahead and start assigning some things. Let's go and filter so that we can see none. Let me go to baggage vehicles. And what we want to do is I'm going to just go down the list, and I'm going to put you there. You are going to go there. You are going to go to stand number 3. You are going to go to stand number 4 from the top. You are going to number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are going to number 6, and you're going to number 7. So you're already there. That's good. So that's those all assigned. And then what we need are it'd be nice if I could filter these a little bit easier, because I'm kind of looking for these guys, right? The ones with the roof on them. So at the bottom, and then there, and then number 3. And number 4. This is the 5th one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we need one more, which is going to be you right there. That's 7. Okay. So that's all done. I think the only other thing that we need is transit. No, it's not. It's baggage. We just did all baggage though. So what am I missing? Oh, the pushback trucks. That's what we're looking for. So some of these guys are assigned, but I think the easiest thing to do again is just going to be go down the list and assign them that way. So that's going to be 3 right there. That's going to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. So you're going there, and then 6 and 7. So that should be everything assigned nicely. Every stand should have everything it needs, so they can all kind of head out and do their thing. That does not look like a medium-sized plane to me. Apparently it is. It doesn't look like one though. That looks like it would fit in one of these stands over here. In fact, some of these planes over here are bigger than this one. I'm not sure how I feel about this. That does not look like a medium plane, but I guess who am I to complain at the end of the day? It's as long as it makes money and pays me the same amount of money that all the other medium flights do, I'm not really gonna stress too much about it. But this right here is why I wanted these self-boarding desks, because we don't need to wait on passenger service agents. People just come by and, you know, get straight on their flight, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So that works out kind of nicely, although we need more janitors as well. We'll get more of those in just a minute. What is, how's this going? So you're letting everybody off the thing. They all go that way, which is absolutely perfect. Okay, that's what we want to see. I'll tell you what we probably should do is get a decent sized bathroom in here. So let's get that going. 1, 2, 3, 4. So like here's what I'd be thinking for like the wall. And I'm kind of thinking that we're basically going to have a pretty chunky kind of corridor going up the middle of this. So I think this could go to like here. And that's maybe a bit huge for a bathroom, but to be fair, this area is going to have a lot of people in it. So I think it's probably reasonable that this is kind of going to be huge for a bathroom. So we'll do the door for it like right in the middle. And then we can go ahead and say bathroom. We can go to bathroom and actually assign it. And then in terms of toilets, I mean, I don't really know what way to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done it this way because what I want to do is actually put a little bit of a wall right there, just to like, I don't know, add some privacy. I don't know. we're just adding a wall because we can. Let's be honest. And then we could do like, I don't know. I don't know how necessary any of this is going to be, but we'll do this. This is really, no, we're not going to do that. Let me make that a secure zone again, because I'm getting a little carried away here trying to figure out how best to lay this out. So bathroom, we'll do some toilets this way. And then I don't really know where we're going to put sinks, because this is kind of, it doesn't really have a good middle to it, does it? Oh man. I want this to have a good layout. I really do. It's completely unnecessary to try and like be this, you know, obsessive about the layout, but we'll do something like that. We'll do something like this as well, and turn these guys around as well, right? So that kind of works out. We'll go and take out that bit of wall and that bit of wall. We'll do a bit there and a bit there. We'll get that set up as a secure zone. And then I guess the sinks and everything else can kind of just go on these outer walls. So just a bunch of sinks like here. And a bunch of sinks, say, there. And then a bunch of hand dryers on this wall. So like 3 there, maybe 3 there, and something like that. I guess that kind of works out. That'll be a decent sized bathroom, I think. And we can go ahead and just put in some basic tiles and open it. Yeah, that should work out. I mean, I didn't need to put the walls in there. They do take up a bit of space that could have gone to some toilets, but that looks all right. Sort of does the job, I guess. Hopefully it doesn't, you know, cause any weird sort of patterns of movement for all my passengers, because that's kind of what I'm trying to avoid. That's why I've put it down here, because if I put the bathroom or like the toilets up here, then we're going to see people getting off of flights here, going all the way up to go to the toilet, and then coming all the way back down to leave. So I'd rather set it up that they like get off their flight, you know, they can go straight into the bathroom, then leave, or they come all the way down into the bathroom and then leave, right? It just seems like it'd be a little bit better to do it that way. So that's kind of what we're doing. And then in terms of like staff rooms, I guess we could do something like, I don't really know what way to do this actually. I'm trying to, what if we did like this? So that area is for passengers, and then this is like a little weird kind of staff area. It is a bit of a weird layout, and it's going to actually have to be 2 separate staff rooms, because we can't do staff rooms that have these like weird shapes to them. But I guess that's okay. If it works out, it works out. Although we don't actually need that many staff over here, do we? So this might be a little unnecessary, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. And we'll just go ahead and put in some different bits of seating. So let's go with a nice couple of couches there. We'll go for a, I don't know, a nice couple of couches over here as well or something like that. Maybe another one there. That looks all right. We can do some tables. We can make it all kind of nice and interesting. We could do, where do I get my staff, these office desks? That's what I'm looking for. Let's do like, you know, 1, 2, and 3, I guess. And then maybe 1, 2 and 3 there, just to give it a bit of purpose. So that'll work out, and then we can just paint everything the usual color that we go for the staff room, so the red sofas for whatever reason. And yeah, that's fine. So that'll be a couple of staff rooms. That'll be some bathrooms, and for the most part, this is working, but I want to have a look at security because that's what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh man. Oh, those poor security guards. Oh my God. It's a little busy, huh? The airport's a little bit busy. Huh. Okay, I mean, how's it looking down here? So this isn't, I was going to say this isn't too bad. It's, oh my God, there's so many people. Some of them are a lot faster than others too. Good Lord. Okay. I mean, fair enough. Wow. It's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of cool seeing this all working and doing its thing. I'm liking it a lot. I am thinking though, how many cabin cleaning trucks do we have? Because that's something I feel we need to like actually have a look at here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have 4 catering trucks. Should we... So we have 5 cabin cleaning trucks. How many of those can we have at a time? So that's catering. I don't know if it actually has like a specific amount that these can deal with. So why don't we go and buy another couple of cabin cleaning trucks? And can I assign catering trucks? I can. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Is it just 4 of them? It is. Okay, let's get 3 of those and just assign them all to these stands as well so that they're not... Basically, so the planes don't have to wait around for anything. That way they come in, they get serviced. The only thing that's going to delay the flight is an issue with the plane itself. That's my thinking here. The only thing that should delay these flights ever is an issue with the plane. Which hopefully doesn't happen, but you never know. Also, security is relatively empty. That's kind of pleasantly surprising. How are we looking in terms of scheduling? Oh, it's empty because we don't have any, you know, massive flights for the next little while. Okay, well that's fair enough. Sunday's not looking too bad either. It would be nice to get a couple more massive flights in here. We do have... Oh, it doesn't look like we actually do have all that many of the large flights due. That kind of tells me that we should probably go look at some contracts and see what we can do. So let's filter by airlines. And I feel like we just take all of them. Or maybe we'll take Swiftly. That's a 5-star contract. A lot of some 737s, some 757s. We'll take the Swiftly one. That's a pretty good contract. Air Strata also has a pretty good contract right there. So we'll take those 2. And speaking of contracts, apparently I can renegotiate these. So we have these negotiation points. Negotiation points are awarded for running a successful airport. They're used to increase the chance of winning a renegotiation with a business. We are a 5, we get 5-star contracts. So let's go to... I mean, we have a lot of 1-star contracts. Let's negotiate this guy. Oh boy. Oh boy. You guys do give me some medium flights. I kind of like the idea. So if I wanted to go from 2,500 to say there, I could spend some points. Oh, this is interesting. This is really interesting. Okay. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. So here's my thinking. We could potentially cancel some of the less favorable contracts. And I think we would still be okay. Well, maybe. I don't want to say for sure, but like Jumper, 2,500 per flight. They're giving us some pretty small planes. I don't even know. Is that a Jumper flight? It is, yeah. So we do have some flights coming in from these airlines. I guess we should try and renegotiate, right? I don't know if they're actually giving us any medium flights, but what if I said I wanted, say, you know, an extra 577, an extra near 1,000 there? They're not going to take that. I'm going to send them that offer. They declined it. Okay, so we can't renegotiate. So I don't like that they can just say no, and then that's that. I don't know if that's how negotiations work. I don't know about that. Okay, so these guys are a little more open. So I'm gonna try and push them a little further. And we'll spend some points, we'll send the offer. So they've accepted that. So we're now up to over 3,000 in the Goosewings flights, which is kind of cool. Now, let's go to Trinity Aviation. It's already a 3-star contract. I can push this a little bit. I don't want to push it too far. Let's try that. Okay, they've accepted that as well. That's fine. Okay. I'm kind of liking this. This is kind of cool. I can push them a little bit. Let's go Maple Vintage. Actually, maybe we don't want to do that. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Let's try Forest Air. Why not? It's a 2-star contract. Let's push for 3,000 and we'll go there. So they've accepted that. That's good. I still have like 9 negotiation points though. I don't know why I still have 9. I feel like I shouldn't have 9 negotiation points anymore, but whatever. Let's go for Coast to Coast. It's a 1-star contract. Let's try and bring that up a little bit. And we'll go for there and we'll just push it to there and see if they take it, which they do. Okay. So that's still a 1-star contract, but it's paying me a little bit more, which is lovely. And I think that's okay. I think that's okay. So I'm not going to focus too much on the rest of those. There's the security. There's security having some problems. Let me guess. We have some flights coming in. What are we looking at? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we do. How are we looking over here? Oh, what's going on? It's ready to deboard its passengers, but there's no stair truck in the stand. I forgot to get more stair trucks. I knew I forgot something. So vehicles, what are we looking? Transit. And we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So let's go there. Let's go 2. Let's go 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is there. And 7 is there. So they should all move around a little bit, and that should start dealing with all of the issues with passengers. And I guess at this point we have a look at the catering trucks as well, right? So we're going to have a look at aircraft, and we're going to want the cabin cleaning trucks to be assigned. So we do the same. Oh, is that not a thing? Oh, I see. So they don't get assigned in the same way. That's okay though, because it still means if we have 7 planes on the stands, we'll be fine, right? Now we're kind of missing a stair truck. I'm kind of wondering where the stair truck is. I'm kind of hoping it's on the way. It doesn't look like it's on the way. It really doesn't look like it's on the way. We are absolutely needing a stair truck to get over here. I don't even see a stair truck in all of this all this traffic right now. That's got me a little concerned. Where are my stair trucks? Let me have a little look here. So that's the pushbacks. That's the transit. So you guys are all... They are all assigned. I just have no idea where they are. That's never good. Although that's one there and that's one there. Okay, so I think they might have just taken a minute to get there. That's okay. As long as we're still making money, we're fine, which I'm pretty sure we are. Also, what is this? Service vehicles, baggage. There's a shortage of baggage. Oh. There shouldn't be. But I guess what we could do is grab maybe we grab like 5 of these small ones, and I think that'll be okay. I'm not sure we have the space to get a bunch more vehicles, but I guess it's what we're doing. And I guess what I could probably do is just get another garage. It's not really going to hurt. So vehicle depot, we can go and essentially just place it right there if we wanted to. We could place it there. I don't think that'd be a good place for it, but we could. We could go here, which honestly, probably not the worst place either. But I think what I'll do is go like here. I think there's fine, and we can just go ahead and bring down some roads for that. So you're gonna come kind of down and around, something like that, and that'll be another space for vehicles, and that should be fine. Now let me have a little bit of a look at our balance. So we made 200,000 yesterday, 124 today. Our daily earnings are still pretty rough, but I think we're probably still being impacted by the construction of this whole thing. But at least this whole thing's working. And like I said, we don't need passenger service agents coming over here, so absolutely no complaints there. This whole thing is essentially automated. I do just wonder, I really do wonder if it would almost be worth building like, I feel like we could get away with building like an underground security thing. So instead of coming kind of down and around here, they would come around here and have like a big old set of like escalators and stairs that lead them underground to this like massive security checkpoint. And then that would loop around and come back out, and then you would go through duty free. I feel like that would be kind of a way to rebuild security without having to rebuild the entire check-in area, because the check-in area is doing fine. I feel like the check-in area is totally fine. Although I also feel like we should probably take this and kind of build it so it connects to like the check or the arrivals area, because right now everyone's coming up these escalators and having to well, they're having to go like all the way through here, which is kind of silly. So might be worth looking into a different way of doing that as well. But for now, everything's working about the way I would want it to, although baggage handling is, or well, baggage claim is a likely very, very miserable experience. But that's okay. It usually is, to be fair. You kind of sit there for 15 minutes. You hear like a bell or an alarm or something go off. You think to yourself, this better be my bags. You look at the sign, it says Edinburgh. You think to yourself, I didn't fly in from Edinburgh. I flew in from somewhere else. Those aren't my bags. What is life? What is the meaning of it? Why am I sat here? Why don't I just take a carry-on? Why do I insist on taking luggage and putting it in the hold? Oh yeah, it's because every time I travel, I spend way too much money on things I don't need. We need better security.